Today we're making lemon curd. It is a very simple recipe, and the great thing about lemon curd too is that it can be stored for a long time. You can store lemon curd in the freezer for up to 3 months and in the refrigerator for about a week. And also remember that a curd, it's just a stirred custard, stovetop stirred custard. You can also change the flavor, the main flavoring agent. So if you don't want to make lemon curd, you can make orange curd or grapefruit curd or passion fruit curd. And these are based on making sure that you have the proper acidity. So if you can substitute the lemon juice with another type of watery juice substance, then it'll just have to have the same properties. It has to be very acidic. It has to be kind of in its liquid state that's close to water. So you could do lime curd as well. You could also do something with an ingredient that they use in Southeast Asia, calamansi. Calamansi juice. You could do calamansi curd. You could do yuzu curd. So there's so many different options, but this method is going to be the same. Now, let's talk about the ingredients. You might see sometimes that curd recipes have egg yolks only. Our recipe today has whole eggs. Now, the finished texture is still going to be luscious. It's still going to be very, very velvety, and it's still going to be rich. However, if you used egg yolks only, then of course it's going to have a little bit more of that richness. I like to use this one so that we're not having excess egg whites. Now today you're going to be cooking this on a double boiler, also called a bain-marie, making sure that you've whisked together the sugar, the lemon juice, and the eggs. So I've already whisked that. I put it into my bowl and I'm cooking it on medium heat. And what's happening underneath this bowl is you have some simmering water. Now if we cooked this directly in a pot without the bain-marie, you might have scorching and you might burn your curd. So we don't want to do that. We want to cook it slowly, and we're also looking at the end for your lemon curd to have a nappe consistency. And you see there that I have just tested the spatula to see if it's coating the back of my spatula properly, if it leaves that line, just like we did with our creme anglaise. So that's when you know that your curd is done. And don't be discouraged if you find that it takes several minutes for your lemon curd to cook. Please make sure that you're patient with it and that you use a rubber spatula to mix the curd while you're cooking it, and not a wire whisk. If you use a wire whisk, you're going to be whisking for such a long time that you might make your lemon curd gray, and you don't want to have that metallicness as well. So as you've noticed, I just added the fresh lemon zest into the cooked curd and my cubed cold butter. This will really make the sauce very velvety, give it that richness, and it will also help it to solidify more in the refrigerator. So once your pieces of butter have fully melted, that's why you want to add it as soon as you're finished making the curd on the stove so it's still hot, then you can refrigerate it. Now make sure that when you're storing your lemon curd, that if you're going to store it in a bowl like this, that you put your plastic wrap directly onto the curd so that it does not develop a skin. Of course, you can put it in a tight plastic container or something, as long as there's not a lot of air, so that it doesn't develop a skin. So now our lemon curd is finished, and it was very easy, as you saw. And so I really hope that you enjoy this recipe and that you don't purchase lemon curd in the store anymore, because you saw how quick, simple, and convenient it is. Good luck!